I'm about to give you a 5-second rule that if you follow it in the right way, it will help you to lose weight much faster than you've been doing so far. How much faster? It depends on the person, but for some people, it could cut months off how long they take to lose weight. And for others, if they don't follow this rule, they may never lose weight. It can be that dramatic. And so in this video, I'm going to show you what this 5-second rule is, why it works, and when to use it. So in case you didn't know, I've run a weight loss clinic for 15 years, and at my clinic, I only see women over 40. And my weight loss method doesn't involve dieting. Instead, it involves changing habits. So about 7 years ago, I was putting the finishing touches on a book I'd written about weight loss for women over 40, and I was getting the book cover designed. And I thought it would be better if I took more control of the process. After all, I'm the author. I know what I want. I just needed to connect with the inner wisdom that we all have to produce something extraordinary. So I worked very closely with my book designer, giving lots of feedback, managing every aspect of it, making sure that the vision I had in my mind was expressed authentically. Anyway, fast forward a few weeks and we finally had the book cover. And the end result? An abomination. One of the worst looking book covers I've ever seen. It was terrible. What had happened? How had me taking control resulted in such an eyesore? Oh, maybe the fact that I'm not a book designer? The fact that I know nothing about book design? Around the same time, I noticed something at my clinic. The clients who did my weight loss program with an open mind and followed my advice and followed the process did better than the ones who continuously second-guessed everything, which ultimately just delayed their progress, often by months. With some, it completely derailed their progress. In other words, a goal they might have achieved in months, they would now never achieve. Why were they second-guessing everything? Because some had spent 30 years trying diet after diet and failing. And so they felt that this experience meant that they knew what worked for them and what didn't. But there's a different way to look at this, and this is where the expert rule comes in. I use it anytime I don't have the result I want in anything I desire. And it goes like this. If I had all the answers, I'd have achieved the goal already. If I could design a book cover, I'd be a book cover designer. If you could lose weight without dieting, you'd have done it already. This doesn't mean that working with an expert doesn't involve dialogue and you expressing your requirements and preferences. Of course that needs to happen. But at the same time, the person who's not the expert may not even know what's possible. In my clinic, most of my clients only have experience with dieting. So it's hard for them to even comprehend that it's possible to manage their eating without willpower and without having forbidden foods. Of course, to achieve this totally different result requires a completely different approach that bears little resemblance to what the client's used to. This is why in these cases, I believe it's better to keep an open mind and just trust the process. I know it can be hard, but it's always worth remembering the 5-second rule. If I had all the answers, I'd have achieved the goal already. And if you'd like to know the #1 rule for successfully changing your eating habits permanently, watch this video next, and I'll see you there.